Overdogs, the Steamrollers, and finally, the Mighty. The finish line is getting closer. In quick cash, it's all about the rush for riches. The team that gathers enough cash first will seal the win.
Right you are, Scotty. Time to turn up the heat in this thrilling cash quest.
The Overdogs are standing proudly on their hind legs, unlocking Vault 1.
Themselves as we've got our first elimination of the match.
This is what it's all about, partner.
Couldn't agree more, Scotty. We've hit our first team wipe, and it's a showstopper.
The Steamrollers swooped up a cash box.
Back in play.
The Overdogs have returned to the arena.
Retaliation is on the cards. The Mighty will need eyes in the back of their heads.
Threat detected down there. Charge for cash out B. Move to cash out B. Shoot for cash out B.
The Steamrollers first cash out triggered. Another team wipe for the Overdogs. They're off their game today.
They lost the sense of victory that time.
The Overdogs just made their return to the arena.
Retaliation is coming. The Steamrollers need to stay on track. We've got the Overdogs returning to the arena. Another team wipe misfortune. Scotty, someone meddled with their might.
What a way to open the match. The Steamrollers land the first cash out.
Sensational teamwork from the Steamrollers. If they can stay organized like this, the other teams could be in deep trouble.
Pushing into Vault 2, it's the Mighty. The Overdogs are re-engaging.
Prepare for a tumultuous turn of fortune as we've raised the damage levels in the arena to new extremes.
Swooped up a cash box. damage event is still active, and there's already enough digital debris in the arena to make you think a pack of vandals got loose out there. The Overdogs are back in play.
I bet they feel unstoppable. If I were the Mighty, I'd watch my back.
Much obliged.
Okay, let's go. Reloading.
Back in play.
The Overdogs are going for it. Cash out initiated.
And that's the end of the mega damage event.
Another tumble for the Mighty. Team wiped.
I'd say, oh, how the Mighty have fallen if it weren't so cliche.
The Mighty are back in action.
Flashbang out.
Using a flashbang.
Lighting things up. Smoke's out.
The Steamrollers will need to run. Team wiped. I guess that cash out isn't going anywhere. Nice anti-theft play. The Steamrollers have returned to the arena.
Getting you back.
Cash out in the bag for the Overdogs. The Overdogs swooped up a cash box. The Mighty are back in play. The Overdogs have been wiped out. This is insane.
Scotty, I bet there'll be some bowed heads and tucked tails on that team.
in motion by the steamrollers. The steamrollers have turned up the heat and rolled back into the fight.
The contestant is really cutting through the competition.
I'm reloading.
The Overdogs lived up to their name in this match. Hot dog! On behalf of all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching. The powerhouses, the jet setters, and finally, the high notes. The pressure is on. Time to bring their best. Welcome to Quick Cash. Our contestants will need to gather the cash faster than the rest. If they hit the goal first, they can bask in glory.
That's right, Scotty. This is going to be a nail-biter.
The high notes are prying into Vault 1.
We've got our first elimination. Now the mind games and strategic plays will really start to take center stage.
Boy, oh boy, are we in for a treat today.
And that's just the start.
The high notes got the cash box.
Hold for cash out A, now!
A decisive move by the High Notes. They've initiated the first cash out.
A devastating first team wipe just
I'm gonna
occurred.
use that zip line. Defend on A.
Impressive steal by the Jet Setters.
Been there, team.
The powerhouses are re-engaging.
Setting a barricade! Setting a barricade! Back in action!
A contestant is collecting eliminations one after another.
Quick reflexes after that attempted cash-out heist. Nice interception. What a way to open the match. The Jet Setters
Like in the last name, Scotty. What a ride.
a setback for the powerhouses. They're down again.
They've been knocked down to their foundation.
Target ball 2!
Ball 2 is being uncorked by the powerhouses.
They lost their rhythm and they paid for it.
The powerhouses swooped up the cash box. The High Notes are re-entering the arena.
Go! Go! Move to cash out B! Going through!
The High Notes sure know how to take what they want. They just grab that cash box from their opponents. Cash out launched by the High Notes.
Going for the revive!
The Jet Setters just swooped in and stole a cash out. They'll want to recharge. The powerhouse is just responded full strength.
Let's hope they don't get caught in a dangerous spot again.
Smoke's out! Using a flashbang! Toss him a flashbang! Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home. The Jet Setters, the Retros, and finally, the Big Splash. The stakes are higher than ever. Let's go. Unlocking Vault 1, the Jet Setters are trying to book a ticket to fame.
The teams are getting to know each other out there, and by that time, first elimination.
Peacetime is over, folks.
Absolutely, the real game begins now. Eyes on the arena, everyone. We've seen our first team wipe, and it's not pretty.
The Big Splash are back in action.
The vibe is shifting. The Retros could be in for some serious repercussion.
The Jet Setters waste no time. They've begun the match's first cash out. The Jet Setters are re-engaging.
Great enthusiasm. The Retros won't want to loiter around. They'll be first on the playback list.
The Retros are busy unwrapping Vault 2.
In the arena, as any damage is about to be magnified, amplified, and intensified.
We've got the Jet Setters returning to the arena.
Retaliation is on its way. The Retros need to be prepared.
Our contestants seem to have taken out some frustrations on the arena, as Mega Damage is living up to its name, and it's not done yet. The Jet Setters swooped up a cash box. Have been grounded once again with a team wipe.
No stalls for sure.
Smoke alert! And here, team wipe. Charge is set. Reloading.
The Jet Setters just made their return to the arena.
Prepare for the payback. A contestant has hit a streak, eliminating opponents one by one.
The Retros are setting the pace. Cash out started.
Okay, let's go!
And that's a wrap. This Mega Damage event was proudly brought to you by our generous season sponsors. Oh, that was so well played.
With a wave of skills, a big splash, steal a cash out.
Thanks! Much obliged! Use the flashbang!
I'm back.
Special delivery! Smoke's out! Throwing smoke! Smoke alert!
The Retros will need to try again. Team wiped.
They've been archived, Scotty.
The Retros are re-engaging. Big splash aren't going to water down the cash out.
They stole that with confidence earlier.
A vault just spawned. Let's see who takes a crack at it first.
A contestant is finding their rhythm, stringing together one elimination after another.
The Retros are busy unwrapping Vault 3. impressed with the team so far, June.
That's for sure, Scotty. Keep your eyes glued on this epic battle.
With another wipe on the board. The Jet Setters grab the cash box. Those glory days.
Let's see if they can keep themselves safe from environmental hazards this time around.
From their opponents. The big splash can't catch a break. Team wipe again.
They're out for now.
Throw a smoke grenade.
We've got the big splash returning to the arena. The big splash picked up a cash box. It's all action now. The big splash has started a cash out. Far from obsolete, the Retros steal a cash out.
Wow, that was a bold play.
The big splash have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Time for some revenge. The Jet Setters better be ready.
Great move there by the Jet Setters, stealing that cash out. History repeats itself for the Retros.
They looked a bit outdated out there.
Damn it!
That's how you protect your earnings, folks. Neck and neck with an equal cash score for all teams. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Another vault has surfaced. Let the chaos unfold. The Jet Setters take flight. Retro's got the cash box. The Jet Setters are re-entering the arena.
This could bring out some old school heat. The Retros need to watch out.
The Retros keep it old school. Cash out in progress. With first-class finesse, the Jet Setters just stole a cash out. The Jet Setters' cruise has been cut short again. Team down. The Jet Setters have returned to the arena.
Recovered from that team wipe. The Retros need to stay on the lookout.
Seconds remaining.
Eliminations are piling up for a contestant out there. Let's see how far they can take it.
10 seconds left. The Jet Setters just buzzed the tower in the competition to log victory. On behalf of all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching. The Jet Setters are starting to soar. They're unlocking Vault 3.
Moving!
The first half set the stage. Now let's see the second unfold.
You can feel the momentum shifting with every play, Scotty.
shells picked up a cash box.
First team wiping the bag, and it's a highlight.
The Jet Setters just made a greased landing in the arena. Team respawned. The Shock and Awe are making waves as they gain ground.
Go for a steal on D.
The contestant is moving from elimination to elimination.
A lift for the Jet Setters, but a drag for their opponents as they steal a cash out.
Explosives deployed.
Another nosedive for the Jet Setters. Team wiped.
Yep, they're out of fuel for now.
Awesome steal by none other than the Shock and Awe. Blitz trap deployed. Grenade. Grenade out. The Shock and Awe surged to the forefront in the match and stormed their way to triumph. Congratulations to our rising stars. The Jet Setters, the Big Splash, and finally, the Shock and Awe. They fought hard to get here. Now it gets real.
Greetings! Today, contestants will navigate a maze of digital marvels and glitches as they compete for fame and fortune.
Being unlocked by the Shock and Awe.
Contestant down, and with that we have our first elimination of the match.
Well, I saw that one coming, June. You know the thing, I have a former contestant and all that.
You never miss a beat, Scotty. It's why you're the expert.
The shock and roar are back. The big splash got hold of a cash box.
Gotta reload! Hold on to your respawn credits.
The jet setters initiate the first cash out.
Ready to detonate.
Fantastic steal by the big splash.
Preparing explosives. Frag grenade set. Two grenade out.
Rotten luck for the shock and awe. Another team wipe. The shock and awe have taken up arms and are charging back into the arena. Team respond.
We could see a bit of tit for tat if they meet the big splash again.
Charge deployed.
Our first cash out goes to the jet setters. Let's see whether they can keep that momentum going.
First class move for the round's first cash.
The shock and awe are examining the contents of Vault 2. Another team wipe for the big splash. When it rains, it pours.
They can still turn the tide, Scotty.
The jet setters swooped up a cash box.
One less to worry about.
Big Splash got the cash box.
Throwing good grenade. Took him out. Gotta reload.
Dash jump into the deep end. Cash out underway.
A contestant is on an elimination streak.
Another washout for the Big Splash. Tough times multiply.
Safe to say someone hit them with a cannonball, Scotty.
Pouring cold water on the Big Splash. Didn't scare them off. Team respawned. Cash-out steal stopped dead in its tracks by a contestant. That's how you play. They just cashed out. The midpoint is here, and the stakes are climbing higher.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
Turbulence troubles for the Jet Setters once more. Team wipe.
They really hit the tarmac, Scotty.
The Jet Setters are back in the arena, folks.
Looking hungry. The shock and awe should expect some retaliation.
The shock and awe stunned the crowd, opening Vault 3.
Gotta reload.
A contestant's elimination streak is heating up and showing no signs of cooling down.
Charge is set. I'm reloading.
The Jet Setters have been grounded once again with a team wipe. The Big Splash swooped up a cash box.
Back in action.
Cash out set in motion by the Big Splash. With a burst of speed, the Jet Setters just stole a cash out.
But will there be consequences, Scotty?
Good move there by the Big Splash, stealing that cash out. Another nosedive for the Jet Setters. Team wiped.
I'm sure that's not the kind of flight plan they had in mind.
The Jet Setters are rejoining the match.
The contestant is on a roll, people. They're moving from one elimination to the next.
Short again. Team down.
The competition total could go fly a kite.
Can you believe it? Equal footing for all our teams. This is where legends are made. A long-awaited return to the arena for the Jet Setters. The shock and awe spring into action, unlocking Vault 4.
Gotta reload! Reviving! Cover me!
The Big Splash grabbed a cash box. Themselves on the receiving end of a wipeout again.
Time to gear up for a close encounter with combat. We didn't translate the rules into whatever language these folks speak, so expect some major infractions.
Shock and awe swooped up a cash box. Things are rarely normal in the arena, but this time I can confirm that things are still paranormal. Our alien invasion event is still active.
We're heading into overtime. Who will walk away with the victory?
The Shock and Awe have commenced a cash-out. The Jet Setters have been grounded once again with a team wipe. The Jet Setters are back. Team respawn.
I sense some payback coming up. Team wipe earlier. Watch out, the shock and awe.
Denied. A contestant successfully aborted their cash out, blocking the steal. We're in the final 30 seconds. It's all or nothing now.
It's all about hearts and determination.
The Jet Setters have landed a smooth victory in this match. Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home.